In this snip, we're going to look at how to prompt a user for input with PowerShell. Let's get started. There are a few different ways this can be accomplished. In our first example, we will look at using the native ReedHost commandlet. The ReedHost commandlet is extremely easy to use. Simply provide the message you want prompted to the user and store the input in a variable. Here we are prompting the user for their username. Let's execute the code and review. We will type our username in the console. And looking at the value of our username variable, we can see that it stores the value we provided. ReedHost can also store values in a secure string, which is ideal if you're prompting the user for their password or any other input that needs to be stored in a secure manner. Simply pass the asecure string parameter to the ReedHost commandlet and the input will be stored in a secure string. Let's test it. Notice we are prompted for our password. We will enter it and notice how the asterisks are hiding up our text. Looking at the value of our secure string variable, we can see that it's a secure string object. Another way to prompt a user is using mandatory parameters and functions. Here we have a mandatory computer name parameter on our reboot server function. When we run this function, we will be prompted to enter a computer name if one is not provided. Running our function, it is prompting us for a computer name since we have not provided one. Lastly, we will cover the host.choicedescription.net method. Using this method provides the most flexibility, however, it is also the most complex. Let's try that again. Using this method provides the most flexibility, however, it is also the most complex. First, you will need to call the new method on the ChoiceDescription class and provide the name of the choice you wish to present to the user. Notice the ampersand in front of the services word. Try that again. Notice the ampersand in front of services. This ensures the first letter of the word will be provided as the choice. You can also provide a help message. Try again. You can also provide a help message as shown. Using the new object commandlet is another way to create a choice for your users. Pass the choice name and help message to the choice description object. This does the same thing as using the new method above, but highlights more than one way to accomplish the same thing. Let's create our second choice. And finally, we will create a quit choice. And finally, we will create a quit choice for our users. Now we will use an array on the choice description class to store all of our options. As a final step, we will use the prompt for choice method on the host variable to prompt our users. First, we pass a caption, then a message, our choice collection, and then the default choice. Here we are using the task menu caption with the message select a task and the default choice of 0. Each option is assigned an integer value starting at 0 and counting up. So in our example, if we select services, it would return a 0, processes would return a 1, and quit will return a 2. Let's run our example. In the console, we see that we are prompted for our choice. Entering the question mark, we can see our help messages from before. Let's select P for processes. And now looking at our result variable, we can see that it's set to 1. That covers how to prompt a user for input with PowerShell. Thank you for watching.